Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 139 and today we have got some seriously awesome plans that I know you guys are going to be really excited about, and I personally am extremely excited for them as well. But before we begin, I just want to say that I released a studio tour on the weekend and a lot of people have really enjoyed it. But if you haven't seen it and you haven't seen where I make all of these Minecraft videos, where I'm sitting right now, then I would highly suggest checking it out. Link will be on the screen and also down in the description. But you may be sat there thinking, Mumbo, what are you doing? You're not actually on the Hermitcraft server just yet. It's because, well, I think there is a chance. There is a chance that something has happened over at my base area. Now, I couldn't actually remember where I was going to be logging in. Okay, by the look of things, we have logged in at Iskal's base, and it's so dangerous over there. But I think that after building the Dire Reaper that you can see right here, which does need a hand, you guys are completely correct there, Mr. Iskal got rather upset and has made a handful of additions to my base, I do believe. I mean, he sent me a message on Skype this morning saying that I should start recording when I log in, and already. Oh my word, he's got TNT in his mouth. Is that something that I should be, like, wary of? That's scary. He tweeted out on Twitter an image of his inventory, and it was filled to the brim with TNT. I thought he was joking around, alright? But there is definitely TNT in the mouth of Mr. Iskal. If the naughty counter reaches top, I will explode. Naughty counter of doom. The more diorite that you save, the more naughty counters you will get. What? What? So hang on a minute. So if I were to throw in some diorite in here, what happens there? Does something happen? Am I on the right track here? Am I meant to be throwing away diorite? Or am I meant to, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some more research here. Hold up a second, I was just flying up to my base and I have noticed a so hang on a minute. If I put diorite or smooth diorite into my storage system, he's going to blow up. That's absolutely hilarious. Hang on. So if I put some diorite in here, let's say 9 bits of diorite, maybe 32 bits of polished diorite, let's see what happens, because there's a chance that I think he has hooked up an automatic dropper there, which will drop the diorite out of the bottom of my hoppers. And it will put it, I guess, into that water zone down at the bottom. I think that's what he's going for. Now, obviously, it is going to take a little while to get there because it has to go through all of the hoppers pretty much until it reaches this location. But it'll be interesting to see if that is what he's done and if he's actually managed to make it work. Which, I don't know. It doesn't look like it is. Oh! Okay, we have got stuff falling. Now, I wonder how much diorite is actually going to take to go into this guy before he actually explodes. I'm assuming it's got to be like a full chest or something like that. So this looks like it's actually going to be in my base for quite some time. And whenever I put diorite into my storage system, he is going to gradually go up and eventually explode. I have done some incredibly careful poking around here, and I have discovered this chest, which seems to be filling up with my diorite, and then he's taking a comparator output that is running across here, which is going to be lighting up all of the redstone lamps, and he's right. Yeah, if it reaches the end, it is going to go into that TNT right there, which, that's awesome. I'm going to be leaving that thing in my base. We are going to try our best to make Iskal's face explode. In fact, I'm actually going to make it my mission over the next couple of weeks to get as much diorite as I possibly can, just so that we can blow the head off Iskal. I think that sounds like a pretty good idea to me. But anyway, it is now time to start gathering up some resources. We need a little bit of redstone because there's a redstone project that, well, I guess you could say I've been meaning to do for quite some time. Mr. Vintage Beef is finally going to be getting his piston door. So, I have just spent a little bit of time trying my best to refill everything in the shulker box. So we have got all of the pistons, we have got all of that. We don't need a lava bucket, so we can replace that with trap chests. We've got repeaters, comparators, droppers, hoppers, dispensers, redstone lamps, pressure plates, the whole caboodle, which should be plenty of redstone to start work on this project. So I'm actually going to try my best to find the book to read the original order. I have no clue where that's going to be, and then we're going to get in touch with Vintage Beef and try our best to do this. So, double order, it says. Hello, I would like to place 2 orders. I need my 3x3 piston door repaired, and I would like a brand new elevator to replace my currently non-working piston elevator that Iskall built. He's a terrible member of the Hermitcraft server, isn't he? And it will actually... So the one that Iskall built actually transports him downwards. That's just awful. Anyway, these 2 orders are to be filled at my space base. Thanks, Beef. Right, sounds good to me. Let's start work. So now that we've gone through all of that, I am over at Beef's space base, and I have found the 2 things that need doing. So this is the 3x3 piston door, which looks like it is completely broken right there. And then through here, yeah, this is where the elevator is going to be going. Now, it's quite a small little elevator, but we have got plenty of space to work with. So this should be absolutely fine. I imagine the 3x3 piston door should hopefully be a relatively simple fix. And obviously the elevator, I build elevators in my sleep. So this all looks good.
Welcome back to another long-awaited episode of Hermitcraft. And I'm here with Mumbo.
Hello.
And he's holding some chicken and a pick.
Absolutely, as per usual.
Of course, when you visit somebody, you always hold chicken and a pick.
But today, I think we should be needing some of this stuff, finally.
Oh, yes. You know, that's my favorite thing in this game. It's not. I really, really hate Redstone.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. A lot of people love it. It's like Marmite. You love it or you hate it. Some people go absolutely crazy over this stuff. I'm one of those people. Some people just despise the thought of even starting a redstone contraption.
Is Marmite like the, is that the Australian thing?
Yeah, so you got Vegemite, and then you have
Right.
Marmite,
That's
which
what
I don't
Okay.
like either of them, but I've heard they're fairly similar.
Marmite, yeah. I like marmalade.
Marmalade, yeah. So we have that as well. But yeah, Marmite is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It comes in a jar. It's like thick, black, sticky stuff. People put it on their toast. People put it on everything. Like, people who love Marmite will put Marmite on everything, and that horrifies me. It truly does.
It's like the Americans with ranch. Sorry, Americans.
Yeah. See, we don't really have too much ranch in the UK. Like, that's not something that I don't see that around too often. Whereas when I went to LA, when we went to California, it was all over the place, and I didn't know what to do.
You're supposed to eat it, man.
That's where I was going wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So today, as I requested in the what's your Redstone shop called?
The Redstone Consultancy. Yeah,
that makes total sense. As I requested in the consultancy a while back, I would like an elevator here of any size. It doesn't like have to take up this whole place.
Yeah,
I just need to get from down here to up there in a cool, efficient manner.
Right. That seems that sounds up my alley, I guess you could say. Yeah, I reckon I can come up with something here. I've done like a few elevators in my time. So I'm thinking, I mean, I've got my redstone shulker box here, so I'll chuck that down.
Okay.
As far as like this area is concerned, I would say we could go, because didn't Iskall built one, didn't he? And then it broke instantly.
yeah. It was like the piston pull sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it didn't actually work going down. It only worked going up.
Right, okay. So what I'll try my best to do, I think probably like a slime block minecart-y elevator will work well, where you sit in the minecart and then you get launched upwards. That will probably, I would say that would fit in nicely here. And it should be pretty quick as well.
Do you need any supplies from me?
No. I put this redstone shulker box down somewhere, and then I've lost it. I lost it, so I crafted up tons and tons of redstone supplies, and then eventually I found this thing. So I'm like overflowing with redstone. So if anything, you're doing me a favor.
Crazy. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna be like maybe trying to make. How much room do you need exactly?
I think so. The elevator is generally 3 blocks wide, so that shouldn't be a problem width-wise. It's, I think, about 5 blocks deep. So 1, 2, 3.
That's like
4,
right. Okay,
5.
that's yeah.
So we've got it perfect. Like you'll be sitting around about either here or here, depending on if I've done my maths correctly, and that should just you should just go straight the way up to the top.
All right, that sounds good.
And then I think, because I just read through the original book. I mean, I had to refresh my memory. Obviously, it's been like 3 months since I first looked at this thing.
Yeah.
And you said that you needed your 3x3 door repaired as well. Is that still the case?
This is still the case. This is what happens.
Ah, I see. Whoa.
Yeah. So I think from here, from this side, it sort of works. It closes at least, but it doesn't pull that final block down.
Right.
And then on this is an etho contraption.
Right, I see. Okay. I'll pop down to the bottom. Should we do this one first?
Yeah, let's try this one first.
Yeah, if we can fix something, then that's like a good start.
Yeah. Let's start with fixing things.
All right. Okay. Oh, I reckon. Yeah. Okay. So I recognize the circuitry down at the bottom here. This is like fairly standard. Okay. So we've got everything looks right.
I imagine it went wrong somewhere over here because I started building in this corner.
Right.
So I may have broken a block or two somewhere.
Okay, I see. I mean, I'm trying to work out why the hang on. I think I've discovered your problem.
Already?
Yeah. I'll give you a little redstone lesson. We'll do all right. This redstone right here wasn't going anywhere. So you didn't have the redstone that connects up to do the final little bit. Hopefully that will fix it.
You just put one down?
Yeah, just one single piece of redstone. That's the easiest fix I think I've ever had to do, if this works.
Let's see. Oh, I can't get it.
I need to try and work out a way to get out of here.
Yeah, come this way.
I think I sort of broke through your floor. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. All right. So, should we test the outside first?
We'll test the one. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Ha! Okay, that looks promising.
That worked. All right. Now let's try this side. I don't think this side's working the same, but let's see.
Right. Yeah. I see the issue here. So what have you got going on here? See, I've found the issue on this side as well. Okay, that repeater needs to be set to 1 tick. There we go. That should
really?
be it.
Is that all it is?
Yeah.
Wow. Redstone, I hate you even more now.
Oh, it's broken. Oh no. All right, that will have broken. See, I know what's happened. All right, so what happened there? So that redstone got broken because of what you just did there. So basically, when it was in that broken state, it breaks like that, and then this block here gets pushed across, which then pushes all the blocks across, which then knocks out the redstone. So we go Sherlock Holmes style, working out who did it.
Oh no.
So yeah, if we just fix up all of this, then we'll have ourselves a fully functioning 3x3 piston door, hopefully. Okay, and then the iron block that I've got
in
goes
the middle. Yeah. Okay, so should we push this again? Perfect. Okay, so this block was chiseled.
That one. Yeah, I've got one of those.
Perfect.
Good. Okay, and let's try it on this side. This is like the important one. If I fix this, I'll be quite impressed.
You did it.
Hey, that is a really, really good start.
That's awesome. Okay, great.
All right.
Fantastic. That's been bothering me for months.
Yeah. Well, it would have been done sooner. It would have been done sooner, but we just seemed to, every single time we went to do anything, it was like, oh, this is happening. Oh, yeah, we've got conflicting schedules to the maximum.
Yeah. It gets super busy. It gets super busy. People don't know, man. The life of a YouTuber, it's so glamorous.
I know, yeah. They think that we just hop on, make Minecraft, and that's it. But no, busy. Right, okay, so for this one, I think it's mostly just going to be, repeaters and some slime block action, some sticky pistons and all that good stuff, and then we should be able to shoot you up through the roof.
All right, that sounds fantastic.
It'll be proper space style, as in you'll be flying upwards. We could even give you like a little countdown till you blast off.
That'd be amazing.
I think that could be a project for a future episode.
For sure. Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Is it all right if I break the floor? Is that okay? Is there anything going on?
Yeah. No, you do what you got to do.
Okay. And as I say, if I break any redstone, I'll try my best to fix it quite quickly.
Now, there's the only redstone here is the little 1x2 door that I made myself. Huh? How about that?
That's pretty good. That's quite a nice little design.
Is it though? It's just a standard 1x2 door.
Hey, we all have to start somewhere. We can't all be building crazy 5x5 crazy piston door type things.
Actually, upstairs I had built. I don't have it anymore, but I had built a 2x2 slime block door.
Oh right, yeah.
Where it just uses. It was super compact. The only problem is the slime sticks to everything. Yeah. So every time I'd hit it, like other things connected to it. The only way to really stop it from doing that was using obsidian or furnaces and stuff like that.
But then
it just looks really bad.
Yeah. That's the only thing. That's why I just wish there was some way that we could make it so that slime blocks didn't stick to. I know that makes it sound, but like if we could just make them stick to certain blocks or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Before they implemented slime blocks, I had always said an idea of mine would be to use the actual slime itself to right-click on a block, and then whatever block you right-click on, it sticks to, like sort of like redstone, except it has a sticking property.
That would be amazing,
right? I mean, that would have been cool, but they didn't really.
No. Yeah, well, I mean, there's always things with features that I always tweet out and things like that, and I sometimes mention in my videos things that I think are cool. But obviously, Mojang have got their own ideas and everything, and you know they're trying their best not to make it too much like modded and things. And
right, yeah.
It's always a fine line, because as soon as you add anything as well, people will complain, like no matter what it is, and I think they just try and keep the complaining to a minimum.
Yeah. There's no winning, really. I mean, everybody's got different ideas, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any chance? I realise now I've brought along all of my redstone stuff, but I've not brought any blocks. So I can do all the redstone, but no blocks at the minute. So are there any blocks that you prefer?
I think you could probably guess as to which blocks.
I mean, I thought I'd ask just in case.
There's I don't know how many you'll need. There's 48 quartz blocks. I can get more.
Yeah, so I'll have some blocks for the front section that's going to be visible. I'll use quartz, and then anything out the back you can use whatever blocks you really want.
Oh yeah.
They shouldn't be too visible.
There's a couple of chests right. I try to spread out my chests too, so that gives me a reason to travel to different rooms in the base.
I like that idea.
Here's all the stone. Just take whatever you need from these 3 stone chests.
I think I'll go with stone bricks. Stone bricks are a good way to go. And
I think it's weird. Every redstone person, every redstoner uses
redstone person. Yeah.
Every redstone person uses like stone bricks for their build.
I don't know. It's just sort of neatness, I think. I tend to use, if I'm doing like big redstone builds, I'll use different colors of wool or hardened clay just to keep me organized. But that's only on really big ones. Other than that,
whenever I build anything out of redstone, which is rare, but even when I do, sometimes I just use whatever I can find. Like usually cobble is what I use.
I mean, I used to build my redstone things on dirt, and that ended badly when Endermen were introduced, because suddenly I noticed my redstone contraptions were getting smaller day by day.
Speaking of which, the mod that you guys, I don't know if you can call it a mod, but the feature that you guys have on here where the Endermen don't take anything, oh my god, that's so good.
It's amazing, isn't it? As I say, and things like, it's just little like the command block thing with the bed as well. It just makes life so much easier. Cause,
it's a lifesaver.
I mean, I completely forgot that servers don't have that. I completely forgot that that's not a thing that all servers have. I feel like it should be.
It really should, or at least it should be an option in like server config files or something.
Oh, okay. I've broken out onto the inside of your base.
Okay.
All right. So we'll push. It's all right. I've just replaced a few blocks. Okay. I'll move this redstone a little bit further forward. All right. So when you come through here, it should be absolutely fine. So you will have a block. Yeah, one block between the pressure plate for your door and your little slime block that's going to launch you upwards.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect, actually.
Yeah, so I was trying my best to push it back a little bit so that you had some breathing room, but it looks like didn't quite have didn't quite have the space. It's difficult. Redstone is one of those things. It works really well in like underground bases because obviously you just expand out into the side of the walls basically, and you can just go on forever.
I was totally using that furnace. I'm like, oh hey, look, it's a furnace. I need to like cook this clay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was just chatting away.
I don't know where I put my furnaces. I was just gonna say how convenient it was. Oh yeah, there's a furnace here. Well, I'm looking for a furnace. So
yeah, that's one of my. Unfortunately, with the slime blocks, as we mentioned earlier on, you do have to use a few immovable objects. So the furnace was the one of my choice.
No, that's fine. I'll just make one. I don't think I recently was moving a lot of my. I was living in the side of the mountain for a long time, and only now am I like starting to migrate things over to the main base.
Yeah.
So my furnaces are just. I don't even know where I put them.
They're all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say I had the same thing until about episode 80 of my Hermitcraft series. So quite a long time in. I had built. So I've got the big flying drone type thing up in the sky, and then I had a storage system in there that was like fully ready to go. It had like a fully finished sorting system, but I was still living in my tiny little RV that I had in the spawn town from day one until episode 80. So that's like a good 6 months. I don't know how. I just sometimes, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that I put off for ages. I was like, oh, I'll move my stuff over soon, and that'll all get done eventually. And then finally,
I always have a problem with
in.
like when I start a project, I know what I want to build and I know how big it's going to be, but I always end up putting my storage room in the middle of the project area. And it's like I have to build around it. Is the most painful thing ever.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I really like your idea of putting your chests in different areas though. That's such a cool idea. I'd never really thought of doing that sort of thing.
I've played this game for 7 years, and I always find that if you build a storage room, that is the only room you'll be seeing.
Exactly. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good stuff to take into the future with future bases and things like that. I think I might make like different storage rooms for different types of items, and I can have like a redstone. Oh my word, you're giving me tons of cool ideas now.
I've just provided you with content for the next 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. Am I going crazy here?
What's going on?
I seem to. How is this happening? I have managed to. So the redstone now lines up with this part of your base again, and I don't know how I've managed to do that.
Do you need this? Like, there's nothing above these blocks, so if you need that extra space, it's doable.
No, because these blocks here
are the outside blocks.
Outside blocks, yeah. It's all right. I can move this one block further forward. I think it will
If the store needs to be moved forward, we could do that too.
Yeah, I can move that pressure plate. That will be no problem. All right, okay. So once again, we're gonna have to rebuild the whole elevator.
Everything's going great.
I had really high hopes when we started work on the door. When I found those issues so fast, I have to admit I felt pretty good about myself. I was like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this straight away. And then
And now you've realized you're wrong.
Yeah, totally wrong.
Where should I put this? I'm currently finding other places for a few. My miscellaneous chest needs to go somewhere.
Right, yeah. Have you been using the shulker boxes and things like that? Have you got a handful of those?
I have a few shulker boxes, yeah.
They are awesome, aren't they? I mean,
they are.
Like, I mean, I've got my redstone. I did lose the redstone shulker box, so that wasn't the best start. But once I found it again, yeah, it's so handy just to have those things sticking around.
Yeah, I really like them. That was a really good addition, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I remember because I went. I was obviously at Minecon, and when they were getting announced and everything like that, me and Iskar were sitting next to each other, and we're like, this is really cool. I was getting excited over them, and then when I found out that you could pick them up and move them around using redstone, I was like, all right, okay, this is extremely exciting for me anyway.
Yeah. That was awesome for them to add something like that, and also added a little something extra to the end.
Yeah, no, it was a really cool update actually. It was really, really cool, and obviously with all of the, I mean, what else was that? Obviously we had the fireworks were recent. They weren't actually announced then, but the fireworks are obviously completely bonkers. They're awesome. Oh yeah, the Observer, of course. Which, yeah, that's more redstone. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I love the observer block.
I was gonna say, yeah.
What a great addition.
But no, that's been massively useful. So yeah, good update. But I would like to see.
Bo Yang.
I mean, I don't know what I'd like to see next. This is the thing. It's a hard one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
what would be your dream thing?
vertical slabs.
Yeah, 100. I see. I've always said that, and there's always the argument of, oh, it's not very Minecrafty and everything like that. But no, I always think that's a cool idea.
There's horizontal slabs.
Yeah.
So,
I would say, I mean, they're adding. I would like hardened clay, like slabs and stairs. I think that would be nice. But a lot of people ask for that.
yes, yeah, that would be really, really good.
I think from what we can see, because Jeb's been tweeting about certain things, and he seems to be tweeting out various different new like types of hardened clay that are a little bit different, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, no, I have not keeping up with or kept up with Jeb's tweets. So any building block really for me is like
yeah, of course.
I would love it.
But no, it's this new type of block, and it's like a new form of. I don't know how to describe it. As in, I think from what I can see from his tweet, and this could be totally incorrect, so bear with me here. But there's a block that you can put in water, and then it will turn into a solid. Okay, so basically, it's like sand. It falls like sand. So if you place it on the edge of a block, then it will fall like sand. But if you place it in water, then it becomes a solid block. Which is
interesting.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. But
I'm all for strange. Why not?
It's all good. But yeah, that's one that I think is on the way. And also, I don't actually know what's going on here. I think, have I managed to build some of the redstone wrong again?
No, say it ain't so.
I promise you, usually I'm really good at this stuff.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I know all about you and your redstone magnificence. Oh, can I just say, so when I first joined the Hermitcraft server, one of the first videos I watched, I think it was one, was your video when you built that giant toilet.
Oh yes, that that good old
and
thing.
I was so close to pranking you. I was like, oh man, but then it'll seem like, oh, this guy just joined and he's already like yanking my chain or something. Like,
no, not at all. I would have loved that.
I didn't feel good pranking you, but I really wanted to clog your toilet in some way.
Oh my word, that would have been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, but I wanted to like think of, because I kept watching your videos after, because I just wanted a little bit of a clue as to maybe which block you like really hate, and then that's what I would have like clogged your toilet with.
Oh, that would have been fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
I know, I kind of missed the boat on that, and then I was gonna have like all kinds of water overflowing, so all you see is just a pool of water falling down the sides of your toilet. That would have
been spectacular.
Opportunity lost.
No, well, you know what? Okay, you just saying it is almost as good, because now I'm using my imagination as to how good it looks, and I can promise you it looks pretty good in my head. So
can you imagine your terror?
No, I see. Pranks were never something that I used to do particularly often, but they're so much fun. I recently I pranked Exumavoid on Halloween. I turned all of pretty much his base into like a massive like hell base. That was good fun. And then I recently built like some giant diorite. Well, it was called the Dire Reaper, which I totally didn't think. A lot of people mentioned down in the comment section that it does look a lot like diarrhea, which that wasn't my best choice of name, but yeah, I built a giant Dire Reaper out the front of his base, because obviously
I saw that thumbnail actually. I hadn't gotten around to watching the video yet, but I saw the thumbnail and I was impressed. It looked really good.
I know. The one thing, I was reading through all of the comments, and I had like an arm outstretched and everything like that, and it had obviously like the Reaper head. But the one thing that I totally forgot about is I didn't put a hand coming out of the sleeve, so it just looks like he's just got a big sleeve just extending outwards.
It's just got a sleeve.
But no, I was pretty proud of it. It ended up looking okay. By my standards anyway, it ended up looking pretty cool. Like, you could tell what it was, which is good enough for me. So have you watched? I'm assuming you were going to ask. Have you watched the Grand Tour? Is that what you were?
I was, yeah, that's where I was going. I've seen every episode up until I think the last. I haven't watched the latest one.
Right. I like it. I quite like it. I mean, to be fair, the only ones that I've seen, I saw because I haven't actually watched all of them yet, as I was planning on binge watching a lot of them. I saw the 2 special episodes where they were in the Dune buggy,
yes.
simply because I saw everyone on pretty much every single car-related website that I check out saying like how excellent they were, and I really enjoyed it because that just reminded me of old-fashioned Top Gear for me personally.
That was really, really good. I mean, the first half of that, spoiler alert, for those of you who haven't watched it and might want to, maybe don't listen for the next 30 seconds, but the first half of that, they didn't. It's amazing how entertaining they can be without anything getting done.
No, absolutely. That's the thing. That's the most important thing about it, yeah. It's just, they just seem to have like a really good friendship and they can just chat away and you're just interested in hearing what they have to say. That's how it goes.
Amazing. I love that show so much.
And also, I love, this is slightly more boring than Cars, but I love cinematography and I love watching... Really, like I love things like Planet Earth and things like that. Not necessarily because I love wildlife. I just love looking at the crazy shots.
You just love the cinematography.
Yeah, and just that the Grand Tour, and obviously Top Gear as well. Always just filmed really, really beautifully.
Absolutely, they have amazing. Actually, here's something you might not know about me. I was before I did YouTube, I was actually a car photographer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a cool... That's like my dream job. If I could think of a dream job, that would be it.
It was cool. It's not as
YouTube.
glamorous. It's not as glamorous as it sounds. It's not like I traveled the world photographing exotic cars. Basically, what I did was I traveled within my province of Ontario.
Right, yeah.
And I photographed cars at dealerships like that were for sale.
Yeah.
And then we would just put them online, obviously, for purchasing. But it was awesome. It combined, man, I've been looking for a piece of leather for the last 20 minutes. It combined like 2 of my favorite things. So yeah, I was like, I loved it. My day would consist of me getting up at around 9 o'clock, hopping in my car, driving to a dealership, taking pictures of cars, moving to my next dealership. Like
that is absolutely 100% the dream there. Like,
it was so much fun.
Man, do you regret leaving that behind? I mean, that...
I don't because like YouTube is the freedom that YouTube gives you to like make your own schedule and stuff. Like it's not like I was working for myself. I had a boss and stuff. Right?
Yeah, of course.
So I couldn't just do what I wanted.
No.
But yeah, the freedom that you're given with YouTube is just absolutely insane. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what I find as well. Like the ability. I mean, it's not that we don't work hard because obviously hours and hours go into this, but the ability to just. I don't know, arrange your schedule around what you have going on. So say, for example, Vicky, my girlfriend, says, oh, do you want to go out this afternoon? Then I'm like, yeah, sure thing. I'll just plan myself around it. I don't have to ask anyone. It's like, okay, that's good. All done.
Yeah, that's the best part. Okay, so I come through here, I sit in the cart, and I push the button.
Yep, that is how it should work.
That's cool.
And then you have to, you jump out when you're at the top. But that...
Oh, that's awesome. I'm terrible at jumping, but yes, it works. Oh, wait a minute. How'd the cart get over there, though?
You missed the projectile that you just... All right, one tip for these elevators is you have to get out the minecart when it hits the floor. If you get out the minecart when it's in midair, it will just take off and fly away like that.
All right.
Okay, so I'll place all of this back in, which... Okay. Oh, yeah, and if that does happen in the future... Oh, hang on. There is, to stop the minecart from moving here, we might need to place down a daylight sensor, which means that we might have to do some changing of your redstone door here, so you can actually get through the doorway. Which, that should be okay. So we might have to change up. I mean, your redstone is glorious, as we've mentioned. But it might need a little bit of a change, which we can do.
Not a big deal.
Do you have any daylight sensors?
I might. Hold on. Let me see if I can find some in my my random.
If not, they have wood all the way across the bottom, then quartz, and then glass.
Right.
So it's like a layer cake basically.
And
And the reason that I'm telling you that is because I never remember the crafting recipes for anything, so I was
So you memorize them in the shapes of cakes.
Yeah.
That's how all your crafting recipes work. Well,
like,
you see,
piston is wooden topped cake with jam in middle and
a dispenser is like a cream puff donut where the outside is
you're making me hungry.
Doughy grayness. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I need 3. Oh my goodness, where the heck? Oh, wait. That's where I put my wood logs.
I'm just gonna oogle at your base because I didn't see that. I did not see your tree out there. That's amazing.
I actually didn't build the tree. Somebody built it as like a prank for me, or like a welcome gift, I guess. And then because I wanted this to be like all space themed, so they thought putting a tree there would have been clever, I guess. Because not space themed anymore. But guess what? I made it work. I built glass around it. I built like a little satellite.
That's so cool. That's like such an awesome. Oh, it's just awesome. So I love the idea because it forces you to be much more creative, having to like build around the space sort of style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just awesome, and the mining laser as well. I absolutely love this thing.
Oh, you know what? Let's use one of these daylight sensors. Yeah, the mining laser. It's offline now because it did its job. It went all the way down to.
Well, I did see. Yeah, I said that was like a fully committed to the the realism there.
Oh yeah, it was totally real. I don't know what you're talking about. Here, use one of those.
If it is, okay,
I'll make another one after.
If it is completely real, then then you deserve the title of you should be building the elevator, not me, basically.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be amazing.
To be fair, people have built nowadays because of the way that we now have like the observers and things. You can use them with slime blocks to make really easy slime block fly. Well, I say easy slime block fly machines, but they've got a little bit easier. And now you can make like actual tunnel bore machines that basically go in. They like fly into a cliffside, and then they pick up all the blocks. And once they hit like a block limit, they retract them all out and then dump them off somewhere. It's I mean, you should see the size of these. It sounds like a brilliant idea, but they are enormous. They are absolutely huge.
I can imagine.
But no, it's crazy. I mean, I don't touch that sort of thing. That stuff blows my mind. I can't do that. That's for sure.
Okay, so this daylight sensor is basically just to stop the minecart from popping out.
Yeah. So for some reason the slab doesn't work. I don't think there's a reason that we use daylight sensors, and I can't remember it. But yeah. So the daylight sensor just stops that minecart from popping out. So hopefully this should stay here. And then when you go up to the top, you just have to
see. You just gotta time it. Okay.
Let's see if you can. So yeah, when it lands, then there. It turns out that actually none of these pistons are actually activated, which is really strange. These pistons, so it's basically what happens is this sticky. So these 2 pistons at the bottom come out and extend. Look, if you watch these 2, the bottom ones do it, but not the top. But it seems to work, so I think we're just gonna stick with it.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, yeah. So we can use. I don't know if you have a preference, but we could do quartz going up like this. In fact, I don't know why I'm doing the decorating. I think I'll leave that to you. So I'll give you back.
Yeah, I could probably work on that in a future episode for sure.
Yeah. So you can make that look really
good. Build around this. I also like to use as much space as possible. So I'm gonna think maybe if I might remove this door completely and then use this like little area back here for something.
That might be a cool idea, because right now you may notice that because we have the daylight sensor there, obviously we can't get through the piston door anymore, unfortunately.
Right, yeah.
So if we have if you knock out that area there, then you'll have loads of space to play with, and also you'll have access to your elevator as well.
Yeah, and I can make it super fancy looking. Well, let's see here. I've done okay when it comes to making a little bit of my quartz farm, my quartz shop does pretty good.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm just looking for a workbench here. Oh, there's one right here. Okay, but I'm not the richest person. No, so here's what we'll do. That seems really cheap. Okay, I need to.
I like that. It's like, whoa, I am being really cheap.
Yeah, that seems really cheap. Let's look maybe. Okay, I think that's decent. I'm gonna give you.
Okay, I have managed to. I think I'm at the top of your base.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm up
It's like, I don't want you like watching me as I reach into my wallet. I think
yeah, exactly, yeah.
a little bit awkward here. So I'm gonna go up here to meet you. I came downstairs to get money out of my secret stash, and now I'm gonna go ahead and okay. So here's what we'll do. I mean, I'll give you this much, but then if you need any sort of decoration happening on your base, just give me a call.
Absolutely. I mean, that is, geez, man. I was expecting like a diamond.
No way, dude. You know, I'm a high roller. I've like colonized the whole other planet here. Look at me in my little space station.
I was gonna say 5 diamond blocks. I've never been paid this much. This is amazing.
Really?
I mean, if you have,
I overpaid you.
yeah.
Dang.
It's always the worst, isn't it? It's when me and Iskal we were gonna do. I think I had like an enchanted book that he really wanted, and I offered him like it for 3 diamonds, and he said that he'd accept up to 64. Like he would have given me 64.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you've gone the other way round. So you've paid me far more than I expected.
Fortunately for you, Iskal actually left me, I think, book here, and I have not read it. I want to see what it says. It says space books.
Yes, this is actually
this like a server-wide thing?
Yeah, this is that's his little advert. Basically, we now sell books in the end, and I'm actually supplying his mending books as well.
Oh, interesting. Announcement to let you know that brand new space books is opened. Okay, we sell the best enchanted books. All right. Exclusivity on mending books.
Oh yeah, and that's thanks to me.
Man.
So if you fancy going over there and giving me some more diamonds,
this time I will make sure to underpay.
I was gonna say you have no excuse now because I know that you clearly have tons of diamonds to just chuck around.
I don't have that many, but I do okay. I do all right.
All right. Well, I guess you've got an elevator. You have a working piston door. People can now stop telling us in the comment section
to get some work done.
Yeah, absolutely.